Hi Victor, thank you for talking to us.
No, thank you.
You're going to tell us about your experiences with bullying and homophobia. Can you tell us a bit about your childhood? Because of course you weren't born or brought up in Australia, were you?
No, I was born and brought up in an island called Madeira, which is basically an island, belongs to Portugal. So therefore I am Portuguese, but I was born in that small island. I was brought up in a Catholic background. That's my niece. I was a Catholic background, not a very strict Catholic background, but as a kid I did attend church and did my Holy Communion and so forth. Yeah, so I grew up there and I left the country. I left the island when I was about 14 years old, and my parents decided to to be able to make a life for themselves and for the 6 kids, because there was like 6 of us, to give us a better future. My parents decided to migrate to Australia.
But before you came to Australia, did you know you were attracted to people of the same sex growing up in Madeira?
Oh, I knew there was definitely. From a very young age, I knew that was different. I knew I was attracted to the same sex from a very, very early age. And I felt more comfortable spending time with my sisters than to be spending time with my brothers and my dad and stuff like that. They were more into sports and that kind of thing. Although, I did play with my brothers, play soccer and everything else, but obviously I wasn't good at it, and there was a bit of teasing because I was just not the sports kind of boy growing up. So that's there was a bit of a teasing, a bit of a arguments between us brothers kind of thing, because obviously they knew. Like, the funny thing is, I went back to Madeira not long ago. Well, I got married, as you know. But my childhood friends, which I still go and spend time with them when we go on holidays, one of my best friends, which I adore her to death, her name is Anna, she told me, as a kid, I was very, very sensitive, very emotional, and I was an easy target, very much so. Easy target. Because, I knew it. I knew that I was different. I knew that I was gay from a very young age. Very, very young age. As probably before I even hit primary school. Yeah.
Did anybody at school guess?
No, well, they knew I was different. And they bullied me for it. So, from my primary school up until high school, it was never a pleasant experience. From those years from primary to high school was not pleasant at all. It was bullying non-stop.
So your primary school was in Madeira?
Yeah.
You came to high school in Australia?
Well, no, not really. I did my primary school in Madeira, but I also did up until year 7 in which is kind of like considered high school there. And then when I was in year 7, that's when we got the news that we're coming to Australia. So so I did some high school there as well, yeah.
And did you find attitudes were different from kids in Madeira and Australia?
No. I think bullying, it doesn't matter which country you're in, doesn't matter what race it is, it was the same in both countries. It was the same bullying, but I have to say, here in Australia, because when I was in year 10, that's when it got really extremely bad. Really bad, yeah. And it scarred me for life, to be honest with you. And it's sad because I didn't continue my studies that I wanted to. I terminated year 10 because I couldn't handle it anymore. And I left school on year 10. And then I didn't pursue anymore because it was hell.
And you're still scarred, aren't you?
Oh, hell yeah. I think bullying doesn't go away. The memories will always stay with you. And the experiences that you went through will always stay with you no matter what.
What was coming out like for you? How did it come out?
how did I come out? It was kind of like I had a kind of mini breakdown. I was tired of lying to myself. I just couldn't do it, and I think it was like about 2 or 3, kind of like mini breakdowns where I actually literally couldn't eat. I thought I was gonna die, something like that. And when it got to my 35th birthday, I was living with my sister at the time, and we're sitting outside, and I burst into tears, and I said, I have to tell you something. I have to tell you, I can't lie this anymore. I can't lie anymore about this. And she asked me what it was. I'm like, I'm gay. And she just held my hand, said, it's okay. It's absolutely okay. And I will help you get through this. And yeah, it was a moment I'll never forget. The first person I've come out to was my sister. And she was the most supportive person during my coming out, definitely. My sister Delilah was an angel. I could say she was an angel. She is an angel. She always protected me, always, even in high school, because we used to go to school together. She was feisty. You wouldn't want to bully me in front of her because she will come after you. She's tiny, but she can kick some butt. So yeah, she's my angel, and that's who I felt comfortable coming out to first.
Were friends and family generally supportive?
To be honest with you, I was more concerned about those immediate relatives, like my brothers and sisters, my mum and dad. To be honest, I know it kind of like might sound a bit cruel or a bit rude, but I wasn't really interested in my cousins or aunties or uncles. That was not my concern, because I couldn't care less what they thought. What really worried me was my sisters and brothers and my mum and dad. I didn't expect the reaction I got, which was surprising, a good surprise that is. My youngest brother was like, when I told him, he was like, we're just waiting for you to come out. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, come on, you listen to Kylie Minogue, Paula, Janet, Madonna, don't play sports, like, when are you gonna come out? So that was I'm like, well, he just spoiled it. I thought there was gonna be this drama and whatever it is, but no. Most of them were just saying that we're just waiting for it to come out, to be honest with you.
You go to Madeira. Do you think, and you've told me previously, and others have, that it can be quite a beautiful place, but quite a conservative place?
Yes.
Have attitudes changed?
No. Well, I think it's starting to slowly, because Funchal had the first Pride when we were there, actually, which was a shame. We left before it actually happened, because we left I think it was in August. I think the Pride was happening in September, October. That was the first time they were going to have a gay Pride. But yes, very conservative. I did experience some homophobia while I was there, definitely, yeah. And the thing is, it's like, they think, because obviously I went there with my husband and we're speaking English, and they think that I don't speak Portuguese. Well, guess what? Watch what you say around other people, because I caught a few and I couldn't help it. I just had to confront them in my language, and they were quite shocked.
How did they react?
This one instance, I will tell you this instance. We went to, because when the cruises arrive, because Madeira is very popular with the tourists, and we get a lot of cruise ships coming in. So anyway, they have the stalls around the wharf area in the city, and yeah, for people selling traditional things and so forth. And Chris had a bit of a back pain, and they had this masseur there set up. So I said to him, look, why don't you go and get a massage, and I'll sit here, wait for you. And we did that. And then, I don't know what happened, but while I'm sitting there, I look at the cross at this stall, and there's this lady, her daughter, and her must have been her brother. Mind you, she would have been like, the daughter might have been like in their 30s. It wasn't like young. And they kept on looking at me and smirking and talking. And I'm like, I can't let this one slide. So I slowly got up and started walking towards Chris slowly, but I listened to what they were saying. And the daughter turns around to her mum, and her brother goes, he must be, look at the way he's walking. And that was it. I turned around in Portuguese and I said, yes, I am. Do you have a problem with that? She just went bright red and mouth open. She was absolutely shocked. Her brother just ran one way. Her mother was like brooding. She just went like, she wouldn't even look up. I said, is there a problem? And she was just absolutely shocked, and she wouldn't say anything. I'm like, well, you know, this is how small-minded people, some, I'm not going to generalize Madeira, but some people, yeah, they can be quite close-minded there.
Do you have any advice for those people that bullied you at school? Or anything to say to them?
Thank you. Thank you, because you made me stronger. And to all those kind of way, to all those victors that are growing up who are in the closet or in a very, whether it's strict or not strict religious background, all I can say is, I know how hard it is, but just be yourself, and I can guarantee you, like I was saying to you before, it does get better. It does. I mean, it's not like it's going to be rainbows and unicorns. It's not going to be like that. But it is a relief when you are yourself. And those that really love you and respect you, they will stick to you. They will stick with you through thick and thin. And to those bullies, especially the one that in Dodge High, when I went to Dodge High, that I will never forget me and my younger brother walking to school, and he was standing there. He actually spat on me. He spat on me for no reason at all. He spat on me. And I still remember that instance, the fact that he spat on me, and I still remember his name, Leslie. Thank you. Because you just made me more stronger. I'm more of a fighter. And I will not let anyone bully or harass someone who's different, because being different makes you an individual. It's just who you are, and you're just as special as anyone else. It doesn't matter whether you're gay, bi, transgender, whatever it is. You're my brothers, you're my sisters, and we're all the same, and we deserve the same treatment, and we deserve equality. Definitely. So don't be scared. Like I said, it does get better. It does. And those that love you will stick with you. It's not the end. I can promise you that.
Victor, thank you very much.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you.